It's just one of them nights. One of them nights you feel like getting down. Hey, it's just one of them nights. One of them nights you feel like getting down. You know the song. Billy Ocean, one of them nights. One of them nights you feel like getting down. He ain't have no real intro music, no hook, no nothing. There was no normal lead in before the singing started. By the third 1, 2, 3, 4, he in it, first verse and all. I ain't never seen no song just jump off like that. No lead up, no build up, straight to brass tacks. Billy played no games on that song. The Shy played no games in this episode. Season 6, episode 5, entitled One of Them Nights. No games. On that note, let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? I'm your humble and most gracious host, Real, and this episode is brought to you by antibiotics, Theraflu, Sudafed. I'm doped up, y'all. I'm sick. I'm sick today. I'm here, though. Let's talk about The Shy. This was a really good episode. What's new, right? It's The Shy. It was one of them nights for show. I feel like I've been in or close to almost every scene that played out in this episode, somewhat. I ain't about to jump out the window here. I'm just saying a lot of these scenes was deja vu-ish to me. We start out with Emmett, Kev up in the boutique tailor spot. They getting Kev fresh to death for prom. Emmett still on his temporary high horse, offering to buy Kev his prom outfit. It's very nice. Emmett doing well for himself, feeling generous. Smokey's is the wheel that stays greased, right? It's a nice moment. Kev, in his feeling myself fashion, hit him with the nah, I got this. He then goes on to reveal that he got an opportunity to go to LA, getting a bag to go down that joint, off of gaming. You know that's Kev's thing. He like a bona fide gamer. They probably winning hella money off Kev, betting on him in tournaments, competitive gameplay. That's the kind of job I need. I mean, I'll tear somebody up on some Madden. I kid you not. I'm like, where the hell was the money interest from these gaming sponsors in the early 80s? Back when I was at the 7-Eleven with $3 and quarters up on the screen. Hogging up all the Pac-Man and Donkey Kong. Would be in that joint for like a half a day. You know, you put your little quarter up on the screen to let folks know you had next. Up in that joint eating blue ghosts. Jumping barrels for hours. People feeding you, bringing you chips and juice. Only competitive gaming for prizes we had was the Saturday morning game show called Starcade. You know, it was like Jeopardy, but your skills was tested. Your video game skills was tested instead of your trivia knowledge. I digress. Anyway, that was a cool little moment. Papa pushed up on Kenya at Smokey's, asking her to go to the prom with him. She said yes. Seems like they was hitting it off. I was like, okay, all right, Papa, little player. In the back of my mind, though, I was like, she ain't going. Something gonna happen. Dude hit Bakari with the keys to the Lambo SUV. They up in the garage, the chop shop, one of their Grand Theft Auto headquarters, where they sleep, change clothes, spawn, respawn. He like, you can take this whip for the weekend. I know you got that prom coming up. Do your thing. You earned it. Bakari up there trying not to geek out. Then dude certainly flipped it on him. Like Erykah Badu. Who told you that you could just rearrange me? Certainly not me. It didn't matter. Dude was on his, the world is mine when I wake up. Dude went to the back of the car and popped that trunk like, oh snap. You still got these guns in here, young buck. Well, you better get these up out of here first. Find me a patsy who we can have go down for this later. Because I have no idea why the underworld boss of Chi-Town can't get rid of some guns. He like, find me a patsy, or me and my bitch gonna be up in this piece this weekend. While you and your boo live it up Uber and Uber Eats style. Didn't I ask you 5 times already to get rid of these damn guns? Bakari like, I got it. Gonna be me and my bitch up in that joint. What'd he do? Hit shot up like, yo, here's 2 racks. It's only temporary. Just hold these a sec. Easy money. Cause you ain't stopping me from getting some ass tonight. Looking broke up at prom. We knew Shab would be here, didn't we? That's how they set it up. I'm like, damn, Jay Weave. You a far cry away from some little sister trouble with the twins. Fought it though. But after a day of brothers, balls, and belts, brothers, balls, and belts handiwork with Darnell, and only coming away with $100, he got on his goody mob, CeeLo style, got on that thought process. Started thinking about that little $100 he made with Darnell. That little money be gone. God damn it, I'm grown. Gotta help keep the heat and the lights on. He took them 2 racks, didn't he? Let me go on and take these guns. Shoot, Bakari always playing with somebody. He played too much. Bakari got that off. Then he and Lene go prom planning. He like, can I ask you something? She looked up at him. She looked up at him with those eyes. Those eyes were like, it better not be about these draws. Her eyes were like, it better not be about these draws. He like, come chill with me. I got a little spot. Got the whip tonight. We can do our thing. She like, don't play. Ain't no ass popping off tonight, player. No cheeks getting clapped. No love coming down. Plus, my brother still want to G-check you first, so. Bakari like, that's cool. Bro code for 50-50 chance it's gonna pop off. Tierra run up in Gemma room. She getting ready for prom. Tierra just bust up in that joint. Gemma up in the crib committing all kind of fashion faux pas. Getting ready for prom. She looking like the result of 5 flowers pollinating and making a baby with a starburst. Tierra like, that dress is hideous. That dress is the worst. Where you get that from? The dollar store online? Jimmy like, how you know? Tierra like, that's when keeping it real goes wrong. Let's get you up out of here and get you into something less deliciously flagrant. Marcus peeping the interaction. He like, okay. They got a nice little spa day in. Tierra like, how you meet Jake? She said, I used to date his friend. She like, I knew I liked you. I guess real trifling recognized real trifling, huh? They get back all excited to show Marcus the brown Big Daddy Warbucks. They excited to show him the transition. They bounce in the room all giggly and girly. Gemma glittering with half her ribs exposed, half breast exposed, thigh and legs out, looking like a baby 3-piece with a biscuit on the side. He like, what the hell? Take off that makeup. Take off that dress. You up here looking like one of Donna Summer's bad girls. He like, and I ain't talking about the bad bitches either. I'm talking about the sad girls. Talking about bad girls. Tierra like, are you crazy? He like, are you? Got my daughter up in here looking like she about to go out the house like a salt and pepper tramp. Tierra like, is that how you think I look? Like a streetwalker? Like a hoe? His pause was super pregnant. And it was not for effect. The man had been called out. His thoughts laid on the table. Tierra looked like she was on that. Oh, okay. I got you. I'll be curbing my enthusiasm next time you want to be called daddy. Maisha and Lene getting ready, getting a little rap. She like, what y'all wearing to the prom? Y'all coordinating? She was on that John Witherspoon. You got to coordinate. Papa and Bakari getting that good fatherly love from the pastor before they go out. Jake checking in with Trig. They having a moment. Everybody gearing up for one of them nights. Meanwhile, in adult land, Tiff chilling with the weedologist and Dante, plotting and planning. All of a sudden, Newark, New Jersey comes to Chi-Town. Tiff car get broken into and jacked. All you hear is glass smashing, car alarm, and tire smoke. They ain't give a damn either. It wasn't like folk was outside and they had to get that off real quick. So much for the lock pop. They just bricked it and kicked it. They just bricked it and kicked it on Tiff. Dante like, I think I know who it is. They roll up to do the spot. Rob meet him there. So she roll up in there with her old cut buddy and her man. Now Dante Bowl rolling up in there thinking it was going to be sweet. I don't know what he was thinking about. How he know what time Duda was going to be on anyway? That could have been a planned joint from Duda. Even if not, they need that car. So what, he just expecting Duda to give it back? I don't know what Dante was thinking. Rob got to be like, yo, Tiff and her circle. This some bullshit. Every other week he walking a mile in somebody else's old Pumas. Notice the weedologist ain't roll. He was like, look, my name is Paul, and that New Jersey drive is between y'all. Rob roll up like, what y'all doing with my lady Nissan Altima? Didn't y'all see that fly Maserati SUV sitting out there? Or Lambo SUV, whatever it was. Y'all jacked the Altima? What kind of crew y'all running here? Dude like, this is a mistake. They jacked the wrong one. They didn't know. Give the lady her car back. Rob got on his little high horse. He like, hi y'all working with us and we work with y'all. Y'all fitting to cash us out for that window too. Dude like, See, that's what we not gonna do. You can get that back on the next drop, young player. Rob went and politely sat his little ass down in the Altima. They got up out of there. Dude like, Dante, what up, man? You up in here on your E40? Trying to get sprinkled? Playing Captain Save-A-Ho? He like, how you figure it was us? Dante like, too many cars going missing for you not to know or be getting a cut. Dude like, listen, man, I like you, but I will cut you. Don't fuck around and make me and the clique hit you with that slurricane over some chick that ain't yours. Dante was grinning like a Cheshire cat up in there. I don't know why. Even after the threat, he just grinning. Emmett find out about Tiff mishaps. He like, why you ain't tell me? She like, 'cause you ain't my man. This theme was repeated. He decides it's a good idea to roll up to Grand Theft Auto headquarters and bark. See, he didn't understand that he just a wee little pup. He also didn't know he was overdue for his first monthly "Fool, you work for me and I will kill you" check-in. / wake-up call. Emmett came up in that roaring like a lion. He went out like an old shaky dog, though. He like, why the F y'all touch Tiff car? Y'all know I bought her that car. Dude like, she done came up in here with 2 other cats to reclaim that. You late, youngin'. Wasn't none of 'em you. F up out of here. Here go Emmett. You. Nuck saw it coming. He like, oh, chill, Emmett. Dude like, what you say? He put that gun up under Emmett's chin like, I will kill you. Have your mama and daddy crying like a little bitch. Show up to the repast, not the funeral, the repast, and make myself a plate as I step over feet and legs in my now later gators, pinky ring a shining. Not the pinky ring. He said, now take your ass on before I get physical like Olivia Newton-John up in here. He like, damn. Since when was today marked as bring your weak ass underlings to work day? Emmett other half Keisha go to work and get fired. Mostly for running late behind Emmett and EJ. Her teacher boss gave her the old rundown. You know we like you. We really like you here. I tried to do all I could. She like, but you been late often. And you don't gossip at lunch with the rest of us. Keisha like, but I believe the children are our future. A boss lady like, well, you gonna have to teach them well and let them lead the way somewhere else. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. But not here. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. I knew that lady was going to be on some stuff, too. Keisha sitting there trying not to let one drop. I felt bad for Keisha. She come home. She had that I just got fired from my job look too. For real. You ever been fired? Well, not so harshly let go due to budget cuts or whatever. You feel lost as a mofo, especially if you didn't plan on it happening. You're like, what I'm gonna do now? What I'm gonna do now? Emmett come home. She tell Emmett about the job. She like, you should know I'm struggling here, which is partially true. Emmett like, well, I got stuff going on. You gotta speak up, which is also partially true. You gotta be paying attention to your mate, or somebody else will. And I don't mean like you gotta know everything, but you gotta be aware. So at least if the convo comes up about something, you could at least be like, yeah, I felt like something was going on with you. You just don't want to be blindsided. You just don't want to be blindsided. That might tend to mean y'all might need to spend a little more quality time. There has been a lot happening. She like, I'm tired of sitting around playing second fiddle, letting the world pass me by while you and EJ out here living y'all best life. Emmett ain't have no words. He like, what? He is again met with a leaving of the room like old BDB on Martin. Peace. Keisha go to pick EJ up from her mom and Dre, who were in the middle of a heated discussion. Nina talking about, I don't appreciate all the activity you had going on last night. Dre like, what activity? Texting my ex? She like, yeah, all that exting. Texting your damn ex. I gotta stop. I had a hard day yesterday. I'm up in here trying to take it down with some CNN prime time with Laura Coates. And you all up in here with the loud fingers just typing. All up in here with yours. It was late too. Dre like, 11 p.m. ain't late. Now, if that Anderson Cooper replay hit again, or it switched to the British lady, or that international setting, that's late. Laura Coates ain't late. And you ain't got no business telling me my trifling activities is trifling. Miss Booty. You know, Dre still holding on to that night Nina went out and got the side action. Nina like, I ain't about to be sitting back stuck in this house, watching little EJ badass and being a house cat. Letting the world pass me by while you and Miss Funky Sense out here living y'all best life with them funky incense. You coming up in here every night smelling like honeysuckle and lilac. Keisha like, damn, I get it from my mama. Nina go get EJ ready. Keisha start talking to Dre. She tell Dre she lost her job. Dre recommends therapy. She like, look, what me and your mama was arguing about, it ain't what it seemed. We don't take clothes off. We just dry hump. She like, I just hang out with her every now and then. It ain't that serious. I ain't doing her. Now, Dre is wrong, as the day is long. If that's how y'all get down in y'all relationships, that's not good, y'all. Anyway, Dre recommends a therapist. Keisha goes home to tell Emmett that she going. She like, I gotta go to therapy. I'm lost. I'm overwhelmed. I felt all of that. I felt all of that as Keisha was getting that off. She like, I need to talk to a licensed therapist, not you and Tiff. He like, what's wrong with me and Tiff? She like, you mean your baby mama? Oh yeah, that's a winning strategy for my mental health. The one you often eye up and still might could and would bust them guts? Clap them chizzeeks? She like, please. He should go to therapy. I was like, man, so much had happened. Like the way she laid out all that had happened to her in the last few years. The kidnapping, the product of the kidnapping, having to be reminded of that every day, being with Emmett, now shacking up with Emmett, him having 3 kids by 3 different baby mamas. She like, he got 3 kids by 3 different baby mamas. She ain't stopped with it, he had 3 kids. She said he got 3 kids by 3 different baby mamas. That's like drama, not squared, what is it? Drama to the 3rd power. Looked like she was about to let one drop again. Therapist seemed like she could help. Keisha seemed ready for that help. Little sis had a lot going on. She used words like lost, overwhelmed. Like she had a lot going on. Keisha come home after all that unloading to some more BS. She ain't had to go far though. The money Nut gave Emmett to hold, this fool Emmett done put it in the living room ottoman. The main room you have to come into when you come in or go out the house. The everyday room. Keisha come in and see part of a bed sheet hanging out the ottoman lid. She find the money. What is these cats up in this show on? That was the best place to hide it? Okay, if so, you couldn't keep that joint tidy and inconspicuous? She palming racks on racks on racks like what the hell is this? Adding to her list of woes. Lynn Whitfield, Rob's mom, Alicia, is having a drink up in the Duda Lounge. Nice cool spot, smoking cigars with Bianca. Come to find out Bianca owns the joint. It's her spot, Duda's new boo. Come to find out Alicia put up and assisted the funding for that joint. They getting a little rap, Alicia like, I'm concerned that this nice spot's turning into something gang related. Bianca like, you mean Duda? Nah, they only come after we closed. Alicia like, oh. Bianca then plays her hand a little too quick with a I'm sorry for your loss when the name of her brother Q comes up. The music go from cool jazz to ominous strings. On that note, Alicia decides to make her exit, letting Bianca know she still owes her a favor. Bianca like, whenever you ready to cash that in. She like, I'll be back. Bianca then in turn later tells Duda she got paid that visit. He like, it's all good. Nobody knows anything. And those that do, they loyal. They better be. Fatima and Trig host Trig's chief of staff and a few of their crew. When the name Duda come up, chief of staff and Trig talking about how they might be in bed with some bad company and the need to keep an eye out for things. Chief of staff dude like, you need to be transparent with me. Trig was transparent as a mofo. He like, I helped them dump a body. I'm like, damn. I don't think he meant be that damn transparent. Later on that night, Fatima and Trig chilling. They get that late night knock on the door. Feds want to talk to Trig. Meet me in the club. It's going down. Meet me in the bar. It's going down. Feds is here. Trick take that ride. Same night he tell the chief of staff dude he helped dump a body. That's interesting. The kids is all getting ready for prom. Papa get that text that Kenya can't make it, but to come by afterwards. Everybody like, okay. Go ahead, young stunner. Prom is popping. They getting a young life up in prom. Booed up and crewed up. Jake is named prom king. Maisha's named prom queen. They up in that piece smoking in the lobby. Getting a rap, taking pics. Doing what prom goers do. I'm like, who letting them smoke weed up in the lobby though? Where the chaperones at? Kari and Lene drop Pop off the Kenya spot. He on the porch spraying that TheraBreath heavy. Checking his pits. He like, oh yeah, I'm about to set this joint off proper. All of a sudden, little man come to the door. Looking like he about 5 years old. Papa like, who this, your little brother? Kenya got her head down. She like, nah, this my son. Papa looked butthurt. Like, I'm not gonna get no loving. And you got a son? His night was over. Next time we saw Papa was when he and Preacher Papa went to pick up / bail out Bacardi for what? We don't know yet. Big ballin' with a license. Big ballin' without a license. Driving while black. Driving a fly, expensive whip while black. Swerving. Whatever it was. They had to pick Bacardi up from the station. Bacardi and Lene night was over. They was chilling up in that joint too. They was dabbing, hitting nays. Corvette. What's poppin'? Brand new whip, just hopped in. I got options. I could pass that bitch like Stockton. All of a sudden, woo, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. Boop, boop. Whatever the police siren do, they got pulled over, taken in. Parents up in the station disappointed. Man, when that night going so good, and it end up in the station, that's a crazy buzzkill. Jamal up in that station in that hoodie, looking like, I told you, young player, not to get my little sis caught up in that BS. He took that overcoat off and put it on Lene like I was being a gentleman. Now the gloves and the overcoat is off. You gonna get the hoodie version of Big Bruh now. Bacardi Papa and Papa's Pops had that silent ride home. Bacardi's face was so scrunched up, I ain't know who that was in the back at first. He breaking down like Celine Dion in the back seat. I'm like, ain't Bacardi a killer? This was just an arrest. Now, we don't know the details of what's what. Maybe he was fearing what was going to happen with Duda. Maybe he fearing what's going to happen with Jamal. Maybe he was pissed his weekend went to and he ain't getting no. I don't know. It was one of them nights, though. One of them nights you feel like getting down. Kevy Kev up in the spot chilling with his is you is or is you ain't my baby. Maisha his is you is or is you ain't my baby. I don't know what's going on with him and Maisha. He kicking hypotheticals. She like, yeah, I would move. You got one life. You better live your dreams. Kev like, even if that means moving to L.A.? She like, of course. Kev heard all he needed to hear. He like, would you move to L.A.? She like, yeah, possibly. Kev called his people. Take that gaming opportunity in L.A. It was good to see a win here at the end. Everybody was losing this episode. I don't think nobody had a good night except Kev and Maisha. Maybe Jake and Gemma. But you know, that's how it goes sometimes. One of them nights. Till next week. Peace.